Hello, hello, hello. In today's video, we're going to be going over the summer festival event that'll be upcoming in the 15.6 patch. Is going to be in mid-July. A lot of new and old ships. So like the Rhode Island, the Royal Sovereign, the Cambridge, the Nanning, the Grau, the Suzuya, some really heavy hitters, as well as the Conte Verde, which we can't talk about that one, but we'll be talking about what other ships will be worth getting in this event, as well as other events that will be going on during this particular patch. So let's get started. In this 15.6 patch is coming up in July, there's going to be a new battle pass system that's been going on, a new Salvage for Victory event, and a lot more. So this new battle pass, I'm only going to briefly talk about it, but because it looks really complicated. But once you get your hands on it, it's going to be way simpler. Essentially what they're doing is that they're putting in more rewards than before, but it allows you to pick what rewards you want to go after. So it's a more targeted battle pass where you can kind of pick what rewards you want to get as you're going through the event itself. Is really handy for any player of how big or small of a player you are. It's really good at allowing you to be able to prioritizing like what resources you want or rewards you want. So overall, massive W on this battle pass. I was able to get my hands on it in the test server and it works really well. I'm really happy about it. I can't wait to see how it comes out in the July patch. Now moving on from there, let's talk about the Salvage event. So the Salvage event this time around is the Super Colombo, the Affondatore. It's an early access event where you'll be able to get the ship 2 months before the ship comes out. You'll have to spend credits, Elite Commander XP, coal, economic bonuses to be able to get the ship early. Am I going to think this is worth it? No, it's a super ship. If you think it's worth it, then sure. But overall, this is the only ship in this salvage event, so I don't think it's gonna be worth it at all.
Just wait 3 months if you really want it.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to get this away for 3 months. Also, they're doing Riposte Map Changes, which are really nice. So they are making it where it's also going to be higher tier as well. So it'll be available from tier 6 through 9, which is going to be really nice. Because originally it was more of like a ranked map. So I'm glad that they're making it more of a higher tier map now in randoms. So pretty nice. All right, so going down here, this is where the summer of festival is going to be. So you'll be able to buy the ships I was talking about earlier. You'll be able to buy the Conte Verde, which is the new ship, which we can't talk about yet. I'll have a separate video after the patch comes out when the end date is off of this ship to where I'll be able to talk about if this ship is going to be worth getting or not. You'll have ships like the Nanning, the Cambridge, the Arkhangelsk, the Royal Sovereign, the Rhode Island, Suzuya, the Grau, and the Cheshire, and the Tsurugi. Now, you're going to be able to buy all these ships for direct purchases, and I want to talk about which ships are actually worth getting or not. 1,000%, I'm going to recommend the Rhode Island. 1,000%. That ship is such a good tier 10 battleship, good maneuverability. It's like a American Burgoyne. So if you like playing Burgoyne, then I definitely recommend the Rhode Island. It has really good guns. It does have a radar as well, so late game, it's really good at being able to hunt destroyers if it has to, so it's more flexible in that regard. The Suzuya is also one of the strongest tier 9 cruisers in the game. Insane DPM, has a reload booster, tons of guns. I'll let SAT Score talk about the Suzuya because he has a lot of experience fighting them.
So you have Mogami that already has a lot of DPM. Basically, it's a tier 9 Mogami. So you have DPM, then you get to double your DPM for about 15 seconds. And that's Suzuya, like really, really good damage farmer. You do have to be careful about her arcs, but she has so much DPM that she actually became a meta ship during the tier 9 clan battle season. And generally, ships would need insane amount of DPM just to be considered even viable. So if you like farming damage and you don't mind the bad turret angles Suzuya can sometimes have, she's an amazing pick.
So other than that, what other picks do you think are really good? I think the Cambridge is definitely a really good ship in this list as well. Cambridge has really strong AP, it has the American improved ricochet angles, and the guns are 305s as well, and you get 6 of them. It's really, really strong. It gets a super heal as well as hydro.
Almost like a mini Alaska, but also pretty fun to play. The other ship I would recommend is the Almirante Grau. So you remember her gimmick. If you're in concealment, then you get to charge up your funny button. And when you activate it, you get improved reload for like 50 seconds some good amount of time.
It also has one of the best anti-airs in the game, so it can bully tier 10 CV's anti-air. And that's also the same thing with the Cheshire. The Cheshire and the Grau have some of the strongest anti-airs in the game. Cheshire, I don't think it's as good as the Grau. It does have the weakness of the British hulls, so it's very easily sittable. It does get a super heal, and they did just give the guns a buff, which is nice, but it's still fairly weak if you get up tiered. And the Grau does get a heal now, though, which is really nice as well.
Yeah, it was one of her biggest problems of just not having much survivability. At least they somewhat made it better.
Now, the Royal Sovereign and the Arkhangelsk are sister ships. The Royal Sovereign is a British ship that gets hydro. It's more of like a secondary brawler that's really slow. The Ark is more of a sniper, and it's Soviet. So it's more of the Soviet. It's a sniper of the two, where the Royal Sovereign is the brawler. So if you want more of a brawler at tier 7, the Royal Sovereign's more of the ship you'll want. If you want more of a sniper, then the Arkhangelsk is the one you want to get out of the two. Let's see. What do you think of the Nanning SAT? I know I don't really see many of them at all. Like, it's pretty rare to see them.
Yeah, I generally don't recommend. I wouldn't recommend her just because there's already a sea of good tier 8 destroyers. Like, you already have Cossack, and you have a whole bunch of other destroyers that are not Cossack, but still quite good. Nanning is, let's see, normal type torpedoes. She doesn't really stand out all that much. She's like a Soviet destroyer, but there's already a ton of Soviet destroyers. She doesn't really stand out as much. Well, more specifically, she's like a Soviet destroyer hull, but in the Pan-Asia tech tree. So she gets the Pan-Asia smoke. She gets standard engine boost. Her guns are the Russian guns, which are pretty solid. And she has 12-kilometer torps. So she's kind of like a jack-of-all-trades destroyer, but not that much outstanding about her. I don't think there's anything wrong, but at the same time, it's like there's already a plethora of other good tier 8 destroyers, so why do you want Nanning specifically?
Yeah. And the final one that's on this list is going to be the Tsurugi. The Tsurugi is a tier 9 Japanese incomparable. It has the same gimmick where it uses its concealment to be able to sneak up on cruisers or battleships and use those massive guns to punish unsuspecting cruisers and battleships getting their broadsides. And it's also very maneuverable as well, and has not deep water torpedoes, sorry. It has regular torpedoes that are heavy hitting. But overall, I think that meta that the Incomparable had, that meta, but the playstyle of it is essentially extinct with how easy it is for submarines or how easily spotted you are. I just don't see the ship doing really well unless you're a really high skill level player. Other than that, I wouldn't recommend it. There's a lot of other ships you can get that are way easier to play, but if you want a more unique play style, then I can definitely see you trying to get it. But what are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, she's not bad. Not a bad ship, but there's just much better options, and a lot of them are free too. So if the main reason it gets Tsurugi is just for test ship Tsurugi memes. But other than that, there isn't like a practical reason to get her, unless you really love collecting ships.
But yeah, those are the ships we'd recommend for the summer of festival. Again, I'll have a video talking about the Conti Verde when it gets closer, because they are doing a lot of changes with it, a lot of good changes that they've said in dev blogs that you guys can go and check out. But yeah, those are the ships we recommend and don't recommend. There's also going to be a lot of new destruction effects that they're adding as well, as you can see here. They're adding a lot of cool ones with different colors. I do like the fact there's like a lot of different colors in there, and they're all simple death animations, which means less server issues whenever there's a destruction, someone dies. They're also adding the Fuyutsuki with the special Japanese camo that looks really beautiful. So that's going to be in there as well. And then it says that as of during this update, players will have an additional path to acquire the Fuyutsuki through a consecutive doubloon bundle. The bundle will be filled with Japanese Squadron premium containers, which have a chance to drop the Fuyutsuki. So they have also confirmed that the Fuyutsuki is going to be going into the 15.6 patch, which is going to be in mid-July. I don't know the exact date yet, but that's what's going to be. So you guys know, they've confirmed Fuyutsuki in 15.6. We just don't know exactly when, on what date. But yes. But yeah, overall, let me know what you guys think of this video. If you found it informative, if you didn't, if you like these type of videos. But thank you again, SAT score, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces!